Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Joanne Hughes. I'm an intuitive lifestyle strategist dedicated to helping you heal, grow, and live your best life. So today we're going to delve into the powerful topic of how to become an energetic match for what you wish to bring into your life through the practice of meditation. So this is about aligning your energy, your vibration with your deepest desires to manifest them effortlessly. So let's first start with understanding the concept of energy and vibration. So we know that everything in the universe, including our thoughts and emotions, has its own vibrational frequency. So when we talk about becoming an energetic match for our desires, we're talking about aligning our personal vibration with the vibration of what we want to attract. So this is rooted in the law of attraction, which states like attracts like. So simply put, the energy you put out to the universe, you get back. When you desire something deeply, whether it's abundance or health or joy, we must become an energetic match, but we also have to our vibrancy, our vibrational, our vibrational frequency has to match the frequency of that which we desire. There, I got that out. So we're talking about that through the use and the practice of meditation. Now, I posted on Facebook this morning and talked about my story about when I was a child support counselor and a crisis counselor in the field of domestic violence before I left my career, and this is going back years ago. My body started to really dysfunction, and I began to get really, really sick. And just, the adrenal fatigue that I had, the extreme exhaustion, and the high levels of stress were literally shutting down parts of my body. I just was really super struggling, and my nervous system was so dysregulated. I was very, very ill, started having really severe panic attacks, which, I lived a block from the hospital, so I never wanted to leave my house. I stopped going out, seeing my friends. The ambulance was being called often when I was at work because I'd be having these panic attacks. And I know that the ambulance, the EMS people knew that I was having a panic attack. I was in denial about that because I had lived through an abusive marriage, through my son having cancer, and all of that, and I never once experienced panic attacks. But truly, that was happening along with really poor habits of eating and nutrition. When you're busy in crisis and you're always in crisis mode, us counselors would pull out a drawer and we'd be eating cookies and crackers and chips and stuff like that, and never stopping to actually eat and calm our nervous system down. It was horrible. So my body was starting to really become very ill, and the one thing that saved me was meditation. So I was in a bookstore and I just felt really pulled and guided to this one book, and I picked it up, and it was a meditation book. Truthfully, it did take a while for me to actually get into that practice. I feared that practice more because I'm a psychic medium, and I just was more afraid of the energies or the things that would be coming close to me when I'm in deep meditation. But I will tell you that the minute that I stopped, I changed my eating. I cut out sugar, coffee, flour, dairy, cut that out of my life. I started a yoga practice, meditation, which then included breath work, and instantly I felt better and my life started to shift a lot quickly, or a lot better and very quickly. And so that practice literally of meditation saved my life. But I mean, truthfully, it was the meditation, the yoga, and the breath work, all of that stuff together was really, really important for saving my life. So I'm really passionate about talking to people about the practice of meditation. I know that people have this real perception of meditation sitting in, cross-legged or just simply sitting there for hours. And personally, I know that that was my perception. And that's just not what it's about. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. So let's talk about raising our frequency and our vibration. I also want to talk about the words that we speak. Literally, words and the words that we speak to other people, there's an energy behind those words. So the energy, and there's an intention behind those words. Excuse me. So even the words we speak to ourselves, our thoughts have energy and our energy. And that energy, if those thoughts are about ourselves, about our life, about our perception, our woundedness, our trauma, all of those things, it's really, really important to make sure that we're aware of all of that. It's not just woo-woo stuff. It's not fluff. It is the most realist thing that there is. Trust me. So every time we speak to people, it really is like sending out a spell almost to people, or an intention. There's always intention behind words. There's always energy sent behind those words as well. And so, that's why for myself, I'm really, really protective of my space, of my energy, the people that I bring into my space, and who I share my energy with, for that very, very reason. And trust me when I say that words and thoughts are so very powerful, especially when there is an intention or an emotion behind those words. So when we want to become an energetic match and we want to bring into our world everything that we desire, and I mean everything that we desire, there's nothing out there stopping you. The only thing that's stopping you is you getting in your own way. So when we want to become an energetic, my cat is looking to jump onto this ledge, which is going to send everything flying. Hopefully he won't do that during this video. Good. No, he's not going to. So I've been talking to a lot of business owners. I'll just kind of start with a story here. And I want to talk about actually the spiritual community, because as a medium, an intuitive, a spiritual being, is that I know a lot of readers and a lot of spiritual workers are always in lack. And I know I must have talked about that in another video, and just wondering why we're always in lack. Why are spiritual workers always living in lack? And it's because part of it is probably because they don't ask for what they're worth. Just in kind of the logical coach hat, people tend to price a service or a service, tend to price a service at an hourly rate, or service for what it's worth. And that's not really what we're paying for, or what your client is paying for. When we are putting and attaching a price to our service, it is a price for the value that you are providing to people. And so, this is for anyone out there that's an entrepreneur, has a service, is a coach. is just making sure that the price that we are charging is a fair price, but also that there's energy in those numbers. There's an energy and a vibration to the price that we are putting on the value of our service. And so all of that stuff has such great effect on becoming an energetic match for who you wish to become. I like to say it's your future self, right? If you want to start a business, lease out a space, have a storefront, if you want to be a very successful six-figure coach, you have to embody that energy of being that coach. And the six figures, again, that is a number that has that energy and frequency and vibration behind it. So all of this stuff is really, really, really important. And so how can we align to becoming that match for, and it's not just about, you know, being an entrepreneur or business owner. It could be, I want to be able to take my family on vacation and rent a cabin at the lake for a week or 2 weeks or a month. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be able to go see speakers that are in alignment with who I am and my beliefs. So whatever it is that you wish to do, it's something that's in the future. So that's why I say it's always stepping into your future, becoming the energetic match for your future self. Because when we think of our future self, we're thinking about all the things that we wish to attract into our life as well. So meditation really is one of the best ways that I have found to do this. And the reason why I say that is because when you are meditating, for one thing, the distractions are not there. And there's also, I always like to do a visualization with my meditation and breath work. And so in my meditation practice, when I'm doing that, I'm always pulling up energy out of my lower chakras, as I talk about a lot, up to the crown, to open up to my divinity and to source. I also like to visualize mandalas that are 2 feet above my head, 2 feet underneath the ground, and I visualize those and see those as a money frequency, as a grounding frequency, and strength. And then the above ones, I see that as source energy coming down through all my chakras, activating any dormant codes that are lying unused within me from past lives that I may have forgotten, or pieces of my soul blueprint from this lifetime I may have forgotten, and as well to clear out any energies that are blocked or stuck or stagnant and not moving and rotating the way they should be or vibrating the way they should be. So my visualization, my meditation is visualization as well as breath work. And so when we're meditating, our nervous system regulates, and so we go into a state of calm. And really, that's the biggest thing right there, because when the majority of people really are acting from an unconscious place. They're driven by unconscious thoughts that they're not aware of. So meditation, by regulating and calming our nervous system down, brings us within ourselves to our own wisdom and quiets our mind, quiets and calms our energy. And from that place, I know a lot of people will say to me at that time, you know what, I can't meditate because my thoughts just keep going. And that right there is a block, because yes, we can. You can do that. So let's just stop for a minute and talk about that, because there is something that we can do. And I know I've spoken about it before, and that's just to place our hand on our chest, to touch our heart space, Personally, I like this because the brain will automatically disengage from any thought, any unconscious thoughts you're having, they'll disengage because your brain now is going to focus to where it feels that touch on your body. And so now you're focused on your heart, your breathing, and your center is a really good place to bring the focus and attention to. And so when you do that, it is going to, again, the thoughts will kind of cut out and stop, and you'll focus on your breathing. And then if thoughts come into your mind again, it's okay. Just stop, recenter, regroup, kind of touch your chest again and do it, and do the same thing over. And I promise you that when you get into a daily practice of this, that it will get better. Your thoughts are going to cut out and you won't want to do anything else but meditate. Trust me. So, okay, so that's that little piece. So now becoming the energetic match through meditation for you. So when we're going within and we want to visualize our future self, right, which encompasses everything. I use the term your future self because of growth, for one thing. And let's say in a month you are going to leave that job, get the job of your dreams, find the love of your life, and your life is different in a month, right? So your future self encompasses not only a new version of yourself, which is new thoughts, new emotions, new rituals and routine, but also the new things because of the growth and the accelerated growth that is happening for you through meditation. It also includes the new house, the switch of job, the clarity, whatever it is for you in your future that you wish to bring into your life. That's what I'm referring to when I say the term your future self. So the first thing that we want to do with meditation is to have clarity, have crystal clear intention of what it is that we are trying to bring into our life. And I also want to say as a side note, this doesn't have to be a huge transformation. This doesn't have to be, okay, I want to manifest a move to Mexico or a move to Italy. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be as simple as, I want to bring in one client this week, or I want $100 today. I would like a bottle of wine. I would like to be able to have $50 flow into my life to go to the salon. Whatever it is, it does not have to be this huge transformational piece. It can be a week from now, your future self. So first understand that. I was just talking with a friend, and that's one thing I said to her is, don't forget to ask for the little things, because we can do that. And we always forget about that because we're thinking about some huge transformation that we're trying to have. But okay, so having that crystal clarity, being really clear about what it is that you desire, what is it that you want to bring into your life? What's the emotion around having that? If you want to be moved to a tropical place or move to Mexico, and how does that feel when you wake up every morning in Mexico, for instance, and you get to see that? Having the financial freedom to work from anywhere on the planet. What is that feeling and emotion that you have behind that, with that experience? So being really clear about what it is that you want to bring into your life, and also being really clear and being able to evoke that same feeling from that emotion is really crucial. So being able to put yourself in a state of gratitude, being able to put yourself in a state of feeling free, feeling accomplished, feeling proud, whatever it is, getting into that emotion of what you're feeling is really, really important. And that's the next thing to do. And so having the clarity, aligning with that vision, focusing inward to really bringing and connecting to that desire and that frequency and vibrant or vibration of your of what it is, what your future self is important. And how we're going to do that is by feeling that emotion. So again, what I like to do is as I do my breath work, first I do the light coming down, clearing my chakras, activating my energy centers, attaching 2 feet under the ground to a beautiful bright mandala, 2 feet up as that energy moves back up the spine through the crown, up 2 feet above my head to my divinity, to my source, and seeing this white light flow down to me, activating codes, seeing all this light starting to ignite, a vibrant, clear energy in every one of my chakras moving, hands on my heart, feeling compassion, feeling gratitude, feeling the emotion of what it is that I want to bring in, feeling how that's going to feel and seeing it visually. Then really visually having a clear picture of, me opening up my patio door, stepping out to palm trees, beautiful tropical flowers, birds singing, little chickens running around my gated community that I'm in, that I was in for 6 months in Mexico, and just really putting in that visualization to become that match. Because what happens is that when you can regulate your nervous system so that it's calm, and you have to do that as well by some breath work. Go back to some of my past videos where I talk about that. But we're doing some breathing, we're activating the pineal gland, and through that breath work, and I always say I like to look at my third eye with my eyes closed. But when I'm in this state, now I want to give you a picture. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I know as a child, there were so many days of lying in the grass looking up at the clouds with my girlfriends, or lying on a sandy beach by a lake, because we did camp a lot as a child. And I remember the feeling of the sun beating down on my body, the warmth. I could feel sand sticking to my arm, smelling the water of the lake, and just lying there feeling like, wow, this is the life. Do you know that feeling? Or just looking up at the clouds and watching the clouds slowly go by. And when you're this kid looking up at those clouds, it's almost like a disengaging of everything. There's no thoughts. Your thoughts aren't somewhere else. Your unconscious is not there. You are fully present and just feeling like this calm and peace, like just it's everything. I can't really describe it, but I can picture being a kid lying in the grass or sitting on the hills and watching the clouds pass on a sunny summer day when I'm off summer vacation. And I put myself in that emotion, in that time, so often, because it's like everything just disengages. And really, I become the air. I become that sun. I become the clouds. There's no outline in my body. There's no reality. I'm like, my reality is I am expansive. And it's in that moment that the brain waves go to theta and even to to gamma, I'm going to say, when I absolutely evaporate into nothingness when I'm meditating. But if you can practice this daily and put yourself in one of those scenarios of, a time when you were a child and it just felt, whether you're floating in a pool or down the river, sitting in a beach, lying in a beach, whatever it is for you, where you just feel like every part of you disengages, every part of the physical reality is gone, and you are you are the universe in that moment. That is the goal. That is the place where you want to be. And in that place, that is where you will manifest very quickly, and you reach the quantum realm and you bring to you everything that you desire. And then the trick is here now. I haven't talked about this part before, but it's a very important piece, is after you are in this moment after meditation and ground your energy, come back into your body, open your eyes, you know, um, that is a good time. I mean, okay, the coach hat wants to say that's a good time to say, okay, yeah, today I'm going to get A, B, and C done, and in this week I'm going to accomplish this. Sorry, the coach hat does have to be on sometimes, but let's go back to this spiritual meditation. When you open up your eyes, then at that time, what you want to do is let it go, because it's like you've given that whole visualization to the universe. You put that energy out into the quantum. You are aligned to that vibration, to that frequency. And this is this energy. Your heart has this magnetic field around you. You're done. You don't need to do anything else. So you need to be able to switch your mind off and not ask for it again, because otherwise then it's like the universe goes, oh, okay, yeah, start all over from scratch. And as the universe is conspiring and working hard to bring this into your life, now you've just put it out there again. Maybe you've added something, you've put a different emotion in, or now I want the house on this side. But what happens is that it's almost like a reset and it starts again. So after you're done your meditation and all of that beautiful stuff that really is going to attract everything and pull in, and you will step out your future self, because you're going to feel that as well. That's another thing with that meditation, is live like you're already that person. But don't think again, just let go of that thought and wait for it to come into your life. And I promise you it will. And it can happen instantly. It really can. Unless you're working on some huge thing, then it takes a while, for there's the logistics of, okay, quit your job, sell the house, pack your suitcases, find the house in Italy, stuff like that. But everyday things can happen instantly. And this is how you become an energetic match. Not only that, that's how you heal your body, to where, and, um, well, again, I know I've talked about before, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, epilepsy, never once took any medication for either, and I healed those things. I had occipital neuralgia, really bad, which is sharp shooting pain in the back of your head. All of that stuff was healed, including severe anxiety and panic attacks, through meditation. And so when you're in that state, that's where miracles happen. That's where you heal your body. That's where you absolutely transform your life. So thank you so much for watching. Please know, I'm going to leave a description. I'm going to leave a link in the description below this video. I have a 3-week meditation boot camp, Becoming the Architect of Your Reality, which is absolutely everything we talked about here today, plus more. I'm going to have some mini modules on adaptogens, superfoods, Ayurveda, forest bathing, pranayama, uh, let's make sure I'm getting that. No, yeah, No, sorry, dinacharya, but pranayama, some breathing, but the dinacharya, the daily rituals, we touch on Ayurveda and touch on connecting to your intuition as well, and talking about intuition and challenging, scanning your body so that you can be able to scan your body, feel it energetically, and be with that comes extreme mindfulness. So it's a wonderful, wonderful 3-week boot camp starting July 2nd. If you already have me on Facebook, you'll probably see that I've posted a lot in there. You can message me here. You can find me on Facebook. The links will be down below. So thank you so much. Bless you all. Namaste. You are wonderful beings, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday.